Hi, this is Patricio, and I'm here in the choir loft to show you some of the damage that the organ pipes suffered during the recent rainstorms. Before I go into showing you some of the damage, I want to tell you a little bit about why we have two consoles or keyboards. Some people were confused, thinking that we have the downstairs. The console here in the sanctuary right down there, and then this one right here in the choir loft. Now these are controllers that control the same system. So both consoles control the pipes, and both consoles control the digital sounds. So the organ that we have here in this church is a dual organ. So it's a hybrid. It's called a hybrid organ. So we have parts that are real pipes, and then we have parts that are speakers. The speakers are in the front of the church, and those pipes that you see next to the cross, those pipes are actually fake. And behind them there are massive speakers that produce digital sounds. And those are fake sounding if you just hear those pipes alone. But when you combine them with the real pipes that come from behind the church, they kind of blend and kind of help each other sound more realistic, more beautiful together. Now here we have the pipes that are right next to the rose window, and these pipes fortunately did not get damaged, too damaged. So these pipes kind of survived the storms pretty well. But here there are two, below the two towers, there are a lot more pipes, which I'm going to show you in a second. And those are the pipes that really got pretty badly damaged. So I'm going to start with this is the southern tower. And if we go here, you see more pipes inside. And if you can see, the floor, this is all the paint dust. And then over there, you see all the humidity and the water that came down. You can see, the corner over there, that piece of wood, it's really, really came down, a lot of water. And unfortunately, as you can see, there is a lot of dust. You see, all of this is paint dust. And all of that dust, unfortunately, dust and water and humidity came all inside of these pipes, and the sound, there was some work that needed to be done to make them, work again. But unfortunately, some of these pipes were damaged beyond repair, and they will need to be, some of them will need to be replaced. As you can see here, all the dust. This right here is, in the basement of the church, there is a big turbine, wind turbine, and it gets all this wind energy, and this thing, when the organ is on, comes up all the way to here, full of air energy, and it's just ready to, when I use the console down there, the keyboard, when I press a note, the wind here goes to the note that I press, and the pipe just starts singing. So that's how the pipe works. Above me, there are more pipes, and I'm going to show you one of the sides so you can see. So there are pipes here on this floor, and then more up there that also got pretty damaged. But before I go to the tower, let me show you as well the other side of the other tower. And then I'm gonna show you a little. I'm gonna have to climb the whole tower to show you, the pipes up there. But here you can see even on the floor here all the water that accumulated here. And I'm gonna go here to this side, and above there you can see this is the ceiling of the north side tower. And there was all this plastic that was there to just protect the organ, just in case there was any water or anything coming in. But because of the heaviness of the storms that we had this season, the plastic was not able to contain the water, and you can see that it came down, and you see all the plaster dust that it was collected. But you can see it right there on top of this side of right here. You can see how the plastic came down, and a lot of the water, these pipes right here really got damaged with a lot of water. Although there was water everywhere, there was a lot of water coming in, and this is the wind, the place where all the wind energy comes in on this side. And you can see, some of the dust and the water that came in that was, coming into the pipes as well. You can see it right there. Yeah. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna climb all the way up to the tower, so you can see some of the pipes and on the other side. All right, so I'm on the second floor of the pipes. This is the above what I showed you. You can see more plaster and some of that plastic cover for the top, and then you can see how that has protected some of the damage. Fortunately, there were some precautions that were taken. This is again the wind power. But if you let me see if I can if I show you there, you can see below all the dust and water damage, and there is also dust. So some of the water also came into these pipes as well. So that was a short tour of the damage that happened to the pipe organ, to the pipes in the organ. Again, there are two consoles, one down there, one up here in the choir loft, and they both control the same system. And the system is a hybrid system with digital sounds that are coming from speakers behind fake pipes in the front of the church, and then you have the real pipes behind the church and in the tower. There's 2 floors of pipes on both sides of the towers, and those are the pipes that unfortunately got some serious water damage. Think of it this way: if you have a violin and you merge it into water, the violin is not going to produce a beautiful sound. It's going to need some work. And in many cases, it may have to be replaced altogether. So these pipes are like a flute, and an oboe is a wind instrument, and having a lot of dust, water, humidity will damage the pipes. Fortunately, all of these pipes, again in the front, did not suffer the type of damage that requires a lot of extensive fixing, but the pipes inside of both the south and the north side towers on both levels received some serious damage. So the work that we're trying to do is in 2 phases. Phase 1 will make sure that first of all these pipes, all the pipes will have to be taken out during the work that has to be done to paint the walls behind me, right, and inside of both towers. So all the pipes will have to be taken out, and they're probably going to be placed in these pews here, during the work for storage. And that work will last as long as the work in the towers lasts, so that the organ pipes and the organ system is protected during this work. After that, phase one will begin. And phase one is to make sure that the organ is on a reliable playing condition. So it's just as is. It's the same damaged pipes, but just making sure that the system is playable and reliable. And that phase one is approximately going to cost about $35,000. Once phase one is completed, we're going to go into phase two. And phase two is taking the pipes that lost their beautiful sound due to the damage, and they unfortunately cannot be fixed. So, they cannot be fixed to the level of beauty that they once had, sound-wise, right? So those pipes will need to be replaced, and the rest have to be voiced, so that when I play a scale, for example, we don't have pipes that are sticking out, sounding ugly, and then others are very soft and barely sounding. So voicing will make sure that all the pipes sound even, and then replacing the pipes that cannot go into the process of voicing. We're going to replace those pipes. And the phase two is going to be around $45,000 if we cover, all the pipes. If we're unable to reach our goal, what we will do is prioritize the pipes that really need to be replaced, and the work that really needs to be done. But ideally, if we reach the goal of phase two, would be to make the organ even and beautiful sounding overall, and that work will be $45,000. So the console upstairs and the console downstairs are going to stay as they are. So nothing is going to change. I could play, the console up here and the console up down in the sanctuary, but they both again use this. It's the same system. It's the same, both hybrid digital and pipe organ. So that will not change. We're going to keep the same consoles as they are. So all the work that phase one and phase two require is, again, phase one, making sure that the organ is in a reliable playing condition. And by the way, by that I mean, for example, for Christmas, we had some pipes that unfortunately I was unable to use, and the greatness and beauty of the organ was unable, and it happened right before Christmas, unfortunately. I don't know if some of you were able. Father Larry noticed the difference. He noticed the difference. I don't know if you were able to hear that. And then right before Easter, I also had some of the pipes that stopped functioning, and there was a quick fix, temporary fix that was done so that we can use those pipes for Easter. So the phase one will make sure that, and in addition, the organ pipes here many of the work is original to the 1960s, and nothing has been done since then to upgrade upgrade some of the aging elements of the technology. So phase one will also make sure that the organ is playable and reliable for the next 40 to 60 years. So we will not need to do this work again for 40 to 60 years if we continue to maintain the organ as we're doing it. And then phase 2 will be to make the organ sound as it's supposed to sound. A flute could be reliable to play, but if it sounds like it went through a lot of damage, sometimes you have to replace the flute, and this is what we're gonna do here. So if the pipe went through damage that is beyond repair, phase 2 will replace those pipes. Please, if you have any questions, concerns, I'll be happy to either give you a tour up here in the choir loft after one of the masses, and if you want to hear some of the sounds of the pipes that are damaged, I'll be happy to do that as well. So I'm here every weekend. Feel free to come up to say hi and ask any questions about the process that we're taking. Lastly, I think one more piece of information is that phase 1 and 2 will take months, many months, even beyond a year to complete. So we're gonna take our time. We're gonna do this right. We're gonna do this in a way that is not going to affect our liturgy as much. So it's going to be done in a way that is going to prioritize us using the organ during the weekend masses, and it's going to take. We're going to take our time with this. We want to make it right. We don't want to rush the process. So. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again here in the after Mass if you have any questions. Thank you so much.